All right, we are live. Let's let those ads play through so people can see and chit chat with us. How is everybody doing tonight? I see we got Fat Buddy Cat. Adam was in the house. Mudster's here. So I sent out the links to a couple of people. See who may show up. This was kind of a last minute, spur of the moment type thing that I decided to do just to kind of get some word out as to what's going on with the channel. So, like I said, we'll wait for a little bit for some people to pop in. Says we have 6 people watching. How you doing, Bachi? Thank you for coming in. Leave me some comments down below, guys, so I know who's in the chat with me. I'm doing good, ma'am. We are doing a lot of changes around L&R rides. So it's one of the reasons we're doing the live stream tonight, and it's one of the topics we're going to discuss. What's up, Ragin? How you doing, bud? All right. It says we still have 8 people watching. So while y'all are chit-chatting, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. It helps out. Rich's Mowers and Blowers, thank you for being in here, sir. What's up, Sam? Driving. Whereabouts are you right now, Ragin? I am waiting to see if Brandon's coming in. He's messaging me back right now, and then we'll get started with the good stuff. Okay. So, if y'all don't know, Brandon smashed his fingers yesterday. So he ain't feeling too right. Mr. Thomas Wilson, thank you for being here. I'm not sure if we've chit-chatted before or not. Sam, what you gonna do that for, man? Selling all your go-karts and mini bikes this summer? So Ragin is in Ohio, headed south to Texas. How you doing, Hugo? All right, guys. So, like I said, I don't know who's going to end up popping in here tonight, who's not. This was a random spur of the moment thing. I was talking to Ed, the old tech guy, and I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So, for those of you that don't know, I actually removed a total of 132 videos. It's a combination of videos and live streams off of my channel. Made all the videos private, so nobody could see them except for me. And the reason I did that, and it left 15 videos up on the channel, because those thumbnails were not very good. The titles were not very good, and a lot of them didn't even have tags in it because I'd load it from my cell phone, mean to go put tags in there and never do it. So the videos just didn't get any views. Let's see if I can. Mean to go put tags in there. Oh shit! Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull up YouTube Studio so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So we will come back here. Let's see if I can do this. Share screen window. There we go. Is that in there? It is. All right, cool. So we're going to go down here to the content. And as y'all can tell, like right here, this one's private. It's a short. I don't like how in between those two thumbnails right there, it just, I don't know, it's just kind of trashy looking. So we've got all of these videos with thumbnails, and then we're getting into some another one again, and that's a short. Then my welcome video for the page. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Like, Chris, thanks for being here. So this video, we've got these three right here. That one, it's toast. So those all look the same to me. So I logged out of my YouTube account, and what I did is I took a look at my channel and I looked at it, and I noticed a lot of nonsense on it. So once I removed all those videos, I looked at the 15 that were remaining, and it just looked much better. It looked like something you would see on a much, much bigger channel of somebody who has 100,000+ subscribers. Get caught up on the chat here. What's up, Mike Hodge? So once I looked at it with the 15 remaining videos, they all look the same. When you look at it at a quick glance, you've got the yellow, the yellow, the yellow, the yellow. Up here, you've got the green, the green, the green, the green. I just don't like the way it looked. So I started, plus like right here and right here, everything's on the left-hand side. So all I did was simply take one of these pictures from one of the other videos and flipped it in my Canva, which is a website I use to edit my thumbnails, and then moved it over to the other side. And there's a difference. It stands out. So here's another one. This video was private. Now, one of the things I'm having to do is go back, like this 79cc Predator break-in that I did the video on. I had to go in tonight. This is the last one that I edited, rearrange a bunch of stuff, and then take a picture so I could have a better thumbnail. And I think that looks much better than what it did before. Let's pull this up. So before, it was my ugly mug right there on it. So that doesn't really show anything towards the 79cc Predator. So I've been doing all of that stuff. And then down towards, we'll take like this one. This is another one I just recently did. It was one of these pictures right here as the thumbnail. This is the one where I went to Walmart and they've got the new RB200, but it looks just like a Mega Moto. The other thing I'm doing is coming down here to show more. See all these tags? None of those were in there. So these are all things that can bring people to your channel when they're searching through YouTube. So if somebody searches mini bike, with that being in the tag section, it'll help put my video from way down here to way up here to where they can see it. And then one of the other things I did was I added this right here, Walmart Mega Moto. So we'll erase that, and all you do is type at Mega Moto and right here, USA, and you click on it. Same thing if, say, for one of the 79cc motors at Harbor Freight, and then you just add that to it. And then anybody searching anything from Walmart, Mega Moto, or Harbor Freight, this is going to pop up on them. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for coming in, man. So that's what I've been doing recently. And like I said, there's a lot when you scroll down that doesn't have the thumbnails. Like all of these, none of these have a thumbnail to them. Then there's a couple of them, and then you're back to nothing. So this Husqvarna repair, that's another one I just finished doing. I had to take my current Husqvarna mower, ride it around back, put it up against the fence, take a picture of it, come in and edit the thumbnail. So that is what I have been working on. There's my Fat Buddy Cat Special when I was at Tractor Supply, that high temp grill paint. If you know, you know. Come on. Let's see what's going on. Hoping today is a better day for you, my friend. Absolutely. By the way, Brandon has an Etsy store where he makes and sells different tool holders. Like one's a magnetic thing that you can stick your ratchet in. He's got a wrench holder, all sorts of stuff. If one of the moderators can post that in the chat, I would appreciate it. Sounds good, Cass. Appreciate you coming. So let's get back to this. And I'll get off from this soapbox in a second. Like Building Patriot, I've got 2 videos there. A short, the Baja Warrior. There's another one. So basically, guys, what I'm doing is I'm going to literally redo all those videos. And some of them I may actually just delete altogether and get rid of them. I've done that with all of my shout out Sunday videos, which I hated doing because I actually loved doing that series and doing shout outs for people just because I like their channels and I want other people to watch them. But I started getting emails from people and messages and stuff saying, when are you going to do a shout out for me? When are you going to do a shout out for me? Like, look, if I like your channel, I'll get to it. I had a kid send me a message and say, hey, do a shout out for me. And I was like, who are you? It was some teenager that colors pictures. He shows the picture before without it being colored, and then again after he colors it. I don't fucking like your channel. I'm not going to do a shout out for you. So that's that. Let's bring up the logo that you guys saw tonight. Ooh. What's up, Theo?
How we're doing?
Not too bad. What's up, Redline Gary? Thanks for coming. So we just talked about some of the changes I'm doing with the channel. I'm basically all those videos I removed and made private, I'm re-editing them and getting them to where it'll be better views and more subscribers.
Okay.
And I've got 2 new logos. The one that you guys saw on the live stream part, which is this one right here. Yep. Come on, focus. There we go.
There you go.
So down in the banner, it says "Ride 'em like you stole 'em." Then it's got my YouTube link and stuff on the bottom of it.
Yep.
That one is actually going on the back of hoodies and T-shirts for when we race down at the mini bike racing. So that's not even going to be the new channel logo. There is a channel logo that's coming. I've got some fine tweaking that we're doing to it. A good buddy of mine is helping me out with that.
Good.
So that'll be coming. And then one of the videos I'm working on right now, some people I've talked to says it's a sponsorship. Some people say it's not. I don't really think it's a sponsored video or a sponsorship. It's more, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide what you think it is. Super Clean reached out to me about a month ago and they sent me a bunch of their products to review and make a video on. So I've been using them. And the only reason I haven't released a video on it yet is because every time I look at Super Clean, it's somebody cleaning grease up or they're cleaning their grill. Those are like the only videos that have been put out on them. Excuse me. So I'm trying to do something different. I actually used it on the boys' baseball pants, their white baseball pants, and it cleaned it really good. But I've got one of those like brushes that you put inside of a drill, and it would bunch the material up too much, even when I was going slow on the drill. And it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. So I'm still trying to figure out a good way to make a good video for them, because I've seen lots of their products and I've used it before. It's a good product. I mean, there's no, I can make a 30-second video cleaning up grease off from an oil pan and be like, yep, go super clean. But it's just not what I want.
I use it quite a bit, so
What are y'all up to?
Not too much, just chit chatting and explaining what's going on with the channel. I've been doing a lot of revamping and reorganizing it, and that's why I haven't been posting videos lately.
So what are you going to do with your videos that you're going to re-edit?
What I'm doing is I'm changing and making a good thumbnail, so a good picture that draws people's attention to it, and then I'm adding tags in the videos. So a lot of times I would post the video from my cell phone and forget to go back in and add the tags in it. So that's what I've been doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do that all on my laptop. So
Yep.
I download the videos on my laptop and I, put them all together, post them from there. So
Sam, I'm hoping the next race is going to be in May or June timeframe.
hey, I see Brandon is here.
He is.
Just wanted to quick ask, was your offer accepted? I'm just curious. It wasn't? Oh, man.
No, I'll let him say and talk whatever he wants to about it.
Okay. Well, I was just curious. I was hoping he would got it, but
I was hoping. I had my fingers crossed for him.
But
They really are having to go back in and doing it afterwards. So
I'm sorry, Brandon. I didn't know. I was hoping it was going to be good news.
What have you guys been up to lately?
Well, my back is just about fully healed. I say anyway. As my wife, she says no, but today I done just done some light stuff around the house, around the shop, and in the barn, and I think tomorrow I can go back at it again. So,
what's up, Matt? So this guy bobbing with Matt, his son plays on my baseball team. Is really good friends with my middle kid, and he just recently started a channel on his motorcycle that he bought.
oh, what did he get?
Oh man, I know it.
Well, I'm sure he'll put it in the comment in the comments there. So.
It's either a Victory or an Indian. I forget off the top of my head. I think it's an Indian.
Well, either one is pretty cool. Oh, Indian Scout Bobber.
Scout Bobber. Yep. So. Yep. What you been up to, Cass?
Oh, just working. I just finished up with job number 2, or I guess the after hours job. I don't know, however you call it.
The gravy job?
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what, it's a whole lot easier to deal with. I mean, because I'm the one in charge. The 8 to 5 job, I don't miss working with people. I found that out in the last 2 months that I really don't miss working with people. I really don't like working with people. I just like working by myself. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
Nobody can piss you off except for yourself. But no,
nobody can fuck up either other than yourself.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, like, I'm not involved in anything because I'm like the new guy there, and I'm only temporary. I'm not there permanently. But the deal is I hate like listening to people bicker about each other. I don't care.
The politics, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't. I mean, I've worked in a shop with a lot of people before, and all they do is just talk trash about each other behind their backs. And I'm like, I'm just one of those people. Like, if I don't like somebody, I'm just gonna tell them straight to their face. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't sugarcoat it for them.
Nope.
But they're all titty babying around the last couple of days, back talking behind each other's backs. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Just tell the other guy you don't like him, and y'all just settle it like men. I mean, like, we're all men here, like, just handle your business. They're like, oh, I don't know. And you're like, y'all are weak. But I have a nice orange glow. I can almost be Donald Trump. Look at that.
No, you're more like
Oh,
Raging
no,
Cajun
I'm white
right
again. No, he's got a way better red light. I'm just working
Yeah.
on one. There's a GMC stopped in front of me. But no, it's all right. No, the side shop's doing pretty well. I'm hoping here in another month I can go full time again, back for myself. So
Good.
I got some stuff lined up. So, but it was a decent landing place, but I'm ready to get back after it. So control my own destiny.
Yeah, I've been self-employed for almost 20 years, so.
And you wouldn't trade it for anything.
Fuck no. Hell no.
That's the goal. That's what I'm working on. Within 2 years, it'll be there.
I'm telling you, Ken, once you do it, you'll be like, you gotta get through. There's like a little bit of a learning curve. It'll take you a year or so to kind of get figure it out. But then after you get through that learning curve, man, it's so nice.
Yep.
I mean, you end up working your ass off no matter what, but the freedom thing is a really big deal. Like, I'm gonna take off a week and whenever I want, So
yeah.
Well, you see, you might work on Saturdays and on Sunday, but let's say, I don't know, there's something lined up on Wednesday for the kids to go to the pool. And you can say, you know what, I'm going to take that day off, and you can just go.
And you schedule only when you want to work. You don't have to worry about having a boss come and tell you like, oh, work Monday through Saturday 8 to 6. You're like, no.
Yep, and you can make all the executive decisions right there under the hood. It's like, well, this ain't working. I need a new part for this. You get on the phone, parts are coming, and you get her done.
Then you can work different hours because if you need, I can promise you this. I've spent many days where I spent 3 hours just sitting on my butt working on the computer, and then it's not a physical labor job. Sometimes getting off your feet makes a world of difference, and you don't realize it. Because if you go to lunch, say you take an hour lunch. I hate taking lunch because it just cuts into the middle of the day. But say you take an hour lunch, right? That's not really enough time to relax because you get there, you sit down, you eat, and then you got to get back up and be ready to go. But if I've sat on the computer for 3 hours, just building estimates and doing all that stuff, and then you're like, man, I really feel like physically, I feel a lot better. I'm recovered, ready to go another 8 hours.
Yep.
So
my StreamYard is horrible right now. So Brandon made me like an admin something or other on the StreamYard for the Saturday Night Lives, and it is literally confusing the two channels. Half the stuff I'm doing is showing up under BS Small Engines. What's up, Matt?
What's up?
Not too much.
How are y'all doing tonight?
So, Matt, to that way. Oh, yep, that way. That's Cass with Speed Wrench. And
how's it going?
That way is Theo with Country Mile Garage.
Hey guys, what's up?
And then that's Matt with the Indian bike.
Yep.
Huh?
Yes, it is.
That's right. Yep. Let me see. Can I flip my camera? Probably not. But that's the bike. I've done quite a bit to it recently, Ken, since you've seen it. I added a cafe racer style fairing, pinstriping, crash bars. Added those. I blacked out lettering on the tank. I changed out every damn bolt on the engine for matte black, which cleaned it up a lot. It got rid of all the stainless hardware, which is pretty cool. Actually, Ken, I don't think I've ever ridden it by your house, have I?
No, not yet. You haven't.
Oh, I gotta come by then. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. New exhaust, tab performance. They're medium, but it sounds like a short header hot rod, man. It's crazy loud. I actually have everything I need right now to do this camera's backwards, to do the wrap on the exhaust. Because the exhaust manifold was supposed to come with matte black heat shields, and apparently they can't manufacture matte black right now, so they had to ship with chrome. New handlebars, little mini apes, and grips.
Wait now.
Nice.
Stage 1 tune, stage 1 intake, stage 1 exhaust. So she rips. She'll do about 90 in third gear.
What?
Yeah.
What's
That's
that?
fun.
Your pill that's in the green.
Okay.
container.
Is there salt on here?
So yeah, I've done a little work to the mini bikes. I've got the brakes from another one that I'm going to put on the Baja for you, so I don't almost crash into the side of a patrol car again.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that happened, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So I got the Baja Warrior finally going, and as I was riding around the neighborhood, the brake cable snapped on it, so it wasn't doing anything, and I was having to Fred Flintstone stop it in my Crocs. Almost ran into the side of a sheriff's deputy's car. Luckily, I knew the guy that worked with him, so he's like, "What are you doing out here? I don't even recognize you."
Dang.
I'm just riding my mini bike, man.
Ken, the only question we really have are were the Crocs locked in 4x4 mode?
No, they weren't.
Yeah,
And that's
right.
the thing that held on is because I was going forward instead of backwards. Had I been going backwards, I'd have had some road rash on the feet.
Oh man, I'd have seen how fast I still was. I'd have got to try to run out of that one.
Dang. You got to get the high heel Crocs so you can really dig in, you know?
Yeah.
We just need to come up with some flat track Crocs for Ken. That way he can go sliding around like he's flat track racing with them.
There you go.
So for those of you that just got into the chat or the panel, this is the new logo for T-shirts and hoodies for when we go racing.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So why would you make the logo for your channel as well, Ken?
I've got another design that I'm doing for the channel, because one of the things we're doing on the channel is it's not going to be just mini bikes and go-karts. Basically, if it has wheels or tits, we're going to make it squeal, so it could be on the channel. You should see the look on my wife's face right now.
You ain't right.
No, he ain't right. He ain't
You ain't
right.
right.
So like my oldest Damien, he's got that 95 Eclipse, and we've got a built motor for it. So in May, once I'm done with this part of my college classes, I will be swapping that motor in come probably like second to third week into May. So we're going to have some videos on that as well. And then from there, my middle kid, Trent, he's going to end, he'll be what, 14 this year? Yep, 14. So, we're going to find another project car and slowly start working on that one too. So there'll be a lot of stuff like that on the channel. And then with Power Stroke Jude and CP and a few of you other guys kind of welcoming me into like tool talk and the tool community, there'll be some stuff like that on there as well. So once you see the new logo that'll actually be for the channel, it'll all make sense then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ken, I'll have to get you to send me your logo, and I can burn it with the laser. Let me show you. I've been making some pretty cool stuff. Like, I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a piece of mahogany. It's about 20, this is just a picture, obviously, but it's 20 by 12. And then the wood's mahogany. I routed the edge. Then use the laser to burn my name so I can put, L&R Rides or whatever, and then put your logo. This is actually mirrored gold acrylic that I cut on the laser. so I could do something like that for you or whatever. I'll text you my email address so you can send me a high res version.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I've got a buddy that is working on it and doing sticker type stuff right now for me. So
Give you kind of an idea of what it looks like at a different angle. Yeah, pictures don't do it justice. I'll swing it by your house and show it to you when I finally stop riding the bike to work and actually drive my truck.
It's been beautiful out the last couple of days. So.
Oh yeah, I know, it's gorgeous.
Sorry, I haven't ate yet, so that's what I'm doing right now.
You're all good, man.
Oh yeah. So yeah, cool. New channel brand, new stuff. Definitely have to get out there with my drone and take some cool videos of you on the mini bike. I got that up and running today.
Definitely, especially riding around that pond in the back of the neighborhood.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, I'll let you borrow the 360 cam. That thing's a ton of fun. You can upload 360 videos straight to YouTube.
Okay.
So those are pretty cool. Yeah, I got a couple of those I'm trying to edit. I've just been working a lot and haven't had time to. I shot a lot of stuff for my channel and just haven't had time to edit anything. So whenever I get some time, I'll get some editing done.
Make sure you catch it when he's running into a cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Flipping over the handlebars again.
Yeah, the tires and stuff. Yeah. So we actually took the boys up to the baseball field today, and I threw a baseball. I was like, my shoulder needs a little loosening up today.
You should go by that Ultimate Sports Massage place in Jacksonville, man. They'll scrape you, and it hurts. You'll want to kill the lady for 90 minutes, and then for 3 days you're going to hate her, and then after that you're going to feel like a different man. Those sports massages are great. But yeah. So.
See if we missed anything in the chat. No. But yeah, I mean that's really about it. Yesterday I applied to the actual welding program at the college, and everything's gone through with that. I was the first one to get it. So come August, I will actually start taking one piece of metal and putting it together with another piece of metal.
That's awesome. That's really going to be a challenge, but you're going to learn a lot, and I think you're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I did a little bit with the Flux Core, one of the mini bikes I was building. So that's where I kind of really wanted to start learning so I could do it more. And then eventually part of the big picture is getting some tube benders and stuff like that so I can get some steel from Gulfstream down the road in Holly Ridge. And I'm going to design my own mini bike platform and then weld it and build a jig and everything like that so I can bend it, and then bend a couple of them a week and then just stick them online and sell them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Make a mini engine.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, we come up with something cool.
That would be odd. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too hard either. Yeah. It's pretty basic shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that last one I was doing, I wanted something a little different, so I actually used square tubing. So it's a whole bunch of, I don't even know what the word is for it, but it's all symmetrical. So there's no bends, there's no notches or anything like that. It's just 90-degree welds. So
nice.
That's
another project that'll be coming back to the channel this summer as well. I'm going to get that. That one will be, so that one it's a mini bike chopper that is named Patriot. It's going to be red, white, and blue with stars, the American themed. That one will be done by July 4th of this year.
Oh, cool.
What's up, Princess Jamie? Thanks for stopping in.
Well, square tubing is 10 times easier than round. Because I've done a lot of welding in my life, but every time I got to deal with round pipe, it's like, I hate it. I just hate it, especially when you have to notch them in an angle and stuff like that. Oh my God.
Well, the new notchers now are like, even the less expensive ones are still really good.
You know what the biggest problem is? You got to make sure that they're equal on each end. And because it's round, you got no reference point. See, with square, it's real easy to notch or to do anything else because you got to be on this side.
Well,
with round, I mean, you can turn, you can be off a half inch, and you can almost throw that whole piece of steel away and start over.
Yep. Well, I may have a project coming up that might need a piece of round tube in it for some reason. So I was looking today. I don't know if I have options out there. I'm looking for a vehicle. Theo knows what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but so I have the whole turning a Honda Odyssey into a Ridgeline.
You going to go forward with that project?
Yeah, I told you I was going to do it.
Man, I wish you were closer. We would have so much fun doing that.
You just never know where I'll end up with stuff. I tell you what. So, no, I was looking today. I've been looking at some Odysseys, and then we figured out how we're going to lift it. So, oh fuck yeah, we're going to lift it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but you know how you're going to lift it? Put jack stands in there, Harbor Freight jack stands.
No, I don't want to die.
Weld them in solid.
Freaking kill
So
yourself.
Matt, there's a guy that does a live stream every Tuesday night. His name is Ed, the old tech guy.
Yeah, I follow
him. One of the things he says is a Honda Ridgeline is a truck, and nobody agrees with him. So
no, I actually saw one in the wild for the first time the other day, and I told my buddy, I was like, "Wow, somebody actually did buy one."
Yeah.
They do exist.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Ever since I've been talking about doing this, all I see now are Ridgelines. I'm like, God.
Well, that's actually called the frequency illusion. It's like a thing in life. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Well, unfortunately, there's too many of them. I wish I could whistle and diesel these things off the planet, but I don't know that's gonna happen.
That'd make a good video.
Yeah, Ken. My buddy.
We got a couple different places we're gonna do some Honda Odyssey Ridgeline conversion testing at. So
that'd be cool.
I lined all that stuff up the other day, but then I got other projects too. I got too much stuff.
Yeah, a buddy of mine just finished converting a wrecked GRX 650R or something, sport bike, and he turned it fully electric, built his entire battery pack out of it. We tested it. It runs great, so now he's got to have to get it retitled somehow. I guess the mechanic buddy's gonna. I don't know. There's some workaround where if a mechanic doesn't get paid, he can do something and buy the.
File for a mechanic's lien.
There you go, mechanic's lien. Yeah, and then the person doesn't pay it, and then yada yada yada, and they can get a new salvage title on it. So it's pretty cool. Fully electric. Goes from 0 to knock your head off in like half a second.
I think Jude has an Odyssey or something too. He's got a Honda SUV.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys this, Ken. You'll get a kick out of this. So I 3D printed the rear brake lights because I hated the stock ones on this bike. I don't know if you can see that very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we.
So the stock ones stuck out like way out here. So I just 3D printed a bracket. And then these are just super bright LEDs from superbrightled.com, and they're just wrapped in silicone, like outdoor 12-volt LEDs. I just wired them straight up to the bike. And then I did the front. God, this camera's backwards. I just did the fronts right here around the forks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, got rid of the stock ones because the stock ones were just butt ugly. Whoa. Yeah, the stock ones look like that.
What's up, Matt?
Oh wow, yeah.
And then the rear ones. Where'd the rear ones go? Good Lord. Yeah, the rear ones were like that.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big difference right there.
Yeah, I think it definitely helped it look less manufactured.
A little less clunky.
Very less clunky. Yeah, a little more sleek.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Sorry, I missed it. I faded out. My internet connection wasn't that good.
Hey, Breezy Bike Shop, how are you?
What's up, Ruby? So what kind of specialty tools are y'all looking for? Anything in particular here for something?
Who, we? Us?
Yep. Everybody on the panel, especially you and Cass. So you guys use them every day.
The specialty tools we are looking for?
Yeah. Are you looking for anything?
No, not really.
Anything?
I got some stuff
I'm
on
always
order.
looking. I mean, let's see. I got to think about it for a second.
What's up, Josh? Welcome, buddy.
Yeah, I need a bike jack. That's about the only thing I need.
You know, I've been toying around the idea of buying one of those Harbor Freight motorcycle lifts.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be great for the mini bikes, but I don't know about the go-karts. And it definitely
you'll be
is
fine.
nothing for the Eclipse. I was actually considering getting a set of the quick jacks because I could put those together just about side by side, and that would work for both the Eclipse and the go-karts too. And then
Hey,
the
Ken,
mini bike you can strap one on too.
Do you ever watch Musty One?
It's been a while, but yes.
You know, he's got that cycle lift, that pneumatic cycle lift in the shop. I bet you could probably find one of those guys, and that would work great for a go-kart as well.
I also want to be able to use it on the Eclipse and then whatever project car we get Trent too.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was gonna buy the
jack.
quick jacks, and then nobody could get them to me within the next 6 weeks. I mean, I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff to show up right now from Snap-on. So, I got ordered like a wireless battery tester and a couple other things, but they've been on like Uber back order for 4 or 5 months. So.
Yeah, everything's on back order right now.
Just about.
And then shop wise, I'm like looking for a drive-on lift right now, and I'm looking for a 2-post lift right now. Just stupid stuff like that.
That's probably the biggest one I'm looking for is 12,000-pound drive-on lift.
Go bigger. I'm telling you, if you can get 14,000 pounds, go with it, because it'll be a little bit longer. So whenever you put like a long bed crew cab on there, you can get it all the way on. Because at the last shop I worked at before I went to work for myself, we had a 12,000 pound lift, and you could barely squeeze a 3/4 ton truck on there. So,
really?
Yeah. The lengthwise, when you go that extra 2,000 pounds, you get like 3 more feet on the ramps.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't know that. I thought they were about the same length. Well, the thing I really would like to have is like an older alignment rack that is almost like a scissor lift.
Yeah.
That's what I really like to have.
The scissor lifts are cool, but you just, when you work underneath them, you get the scissor ramps that are in the way, but you're just trading off 4 posts for scissors. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I rather don't have to post because of the room.
Yeah.
Because room is precious. So I mean, that's the last thing I want is give up shop space because of posts.
Yeah.
That's why I got that lift there. It barely takes up any room.
Thanks for coming in, Brandon.
But I got my clutch compressor in, so I can start working. I can start on the Allison transmission project.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got the tools in that I need for that.
Talk about a tool that takes up way too much room. For what little you're going to use it?
I know. But they're not that expensive. I mean, it comes.
No, they're really not. we had one a long time ago, and then I quit doing transmissions just because I got lazy. So
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's one
thought
of those things.
transmissions was for lazy people.
what's that?
I said I thought transmissions was for lazy people.
I don't know, man. I'm
Once you
not
got
the
them out, it's not that there's nothing really heavy about them.
no. Well, I don't know. Some are pretty freaking heavy.
Yeah.
That Allison you're gonna find out is not light.
Well, but I dealt with ZF6s.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest transmissions they put in a pickup truck. But I just put that on an engine stand, and then you can flip your transmissions around.
Hmm.
I just built me a little bracket up, and I've got one here that I use for GM. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Saying that bolts right up to my engine stand, and then you can clamp that transmission in this bracket, and you can turn your transmission around every which way.
Yep. I got the one that mounts on the vise that you bolt on the side, but it really works on like turbo 350, turbo 400, C4, something like that.
Yeah, those are
Some
small, so
C6.
that's really easy.
Well, C4 is like the small. Well, no, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that Power Glass probably the smallest transmission out there, but that I've dealt with. But the C4 is pretty freaking small. I've got one on my rat rod right now, but it needs to be
Yeah,
rebuilt.
but Princess Jamie, a ZF6 and an NV 5600 are basically the same transmission, same kind of same style transmission, same kind of transmission. They're just a different brand.
What do those go into?
The ZF6s were in Fords and
Fords
Chevys, and the NVs are in the
Ram
Dodge.
or Dodge, and they're heavy. They're very heavy.
Yeah, but they're huge on the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go get kids ready for bed. And
All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming on up, man.
nice
Yeah,
to meet
Good
you,
meeting
Matt.
you. I'm waving,
Yeah.
by the way. You just can't see me.
I'll definitely
I promise.
pop in and out. Yeah, I'll text you, Ken, on the side and get that stuff from you and
All right, sounds good.
figure out when you're gonna be home. I'll come by on the bike. So I can take it for a spin.
All right, that works.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
All right. No. What in the world?
What did you
There
do
we
now,
go.
Ken?
I'm clicking all sorts of buttons.
You're pushing the wrong ones.
Mm-hmm. I've been known to do that a time or two before. But yeah, main reason for tonight's stream was just, like I said, I wanted to keep people updated as to what's been going on with the channel, that type of stuff.
Well, I like your plan. I think you got a good plan. As long as
Yep.
you got a good plan, you're just not like aimlessly trying to like grab at something. I mean, you know what you're doing, so that's a good. I have the rat rod, Rich's mowers and blowers. I got a 51 Ford F100. Well, it's a F1, 51 F100 F1. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah,
But
F100.
the cab is the only thing that's Ford, though. Here, I turned the light back on so people can see me talking. The cab is the only thing that's Ford. Everything else on it is either shop built. Well, I guess the engine's Ford, and it's got one of those. I don't know if anybody's familiar with like the Speedway catalog or Jags. They sell like a cheap 4-link rear end. When I bought it, somebody had put a 4-link 8-inch. It's like a Ford 8-inch rear end in it. So they're running a C4. It's got 302 in it. The 302 is pretty much worn out. I mean, it's seen just like an epic amount of burnouts. Like I can't tell you how many times I've just pinned it to the floor and just let it go until the tires explode. So, but it's been built and rebuilt like 2 or 3 times, and it's been sold around our group of friends like 2 or 3 times. So
It's like a dirty magazine with sticky pages, huh?
yeah, everybody's got to look at that one. But no, I mean it's fun to have. I mean, but it's definitely like certain time of the year, like you don't want to go drive across the country in it during the summertime because it's hot. It's real hot. But I'm gonna put it back together here in the next couple months and get it running and driving and go take it out and probably. I really want to put like a big old healthy shot of nitrous on it, but and just see how long the engine lasts. So
Yeah, I was just about to say, just to make sure you blow that sucker all the way up, huh?
oh yeah, just kill it. I mean, because there's unlimited possibilities of engine combinations you can put in that thing. So
Oh yeah.
and it's just I'm just gonna it's just for fun. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, when you drive around it, you're not gonna go win a drag race with it. You know, it's not good looking, but it's fun to go out and drive, and everybody has a bunch of questions about it. It'll do the most wicked burnouts of all time. So, well, not maybe maybe not the best, but they're pretty damn good for this guy. So it's better than the old Duramax will do. But got that, and then got a couple of surprises, and then I got a bunch of go-karts. I don't know, Ken, I don't know if you know about go-karts or not, but I got a bunch of go-karts. I don't know what brand they are.
Yeah, I've got 3 go-karts 3 left. I had, I don't know, 6 or 7 at one point in time, but we sold some of them off. My daughter doesn't really care for riding them too much, so we've got 3 left, 1 for each boy and then 1 for me. So this is all a bunch of stuff that's going to be coming out in the future into the fall or the summer into the fall, is rebuilding that type of stuff. So we're going to finish this mini bike, and then once it's done, we're going to pull one of the go-karts out, pull one of the motors off from the shelf, finish putting it back together so they can ride that. And then we'll go back to a mini bike, then back to a go-kart. We'll have some car videos in between, that type of stuff. So kind of switch it up and keep fresh new content coming out on the channel.
Yeah, we're gonna do the stage 3 conversions on the go-karts. We have the 212s on them, and we've got 3 go-karts, but we got like 5 engines, and one of the 5 engines is a non-Hemi. The other 4 are Hemi engines. So we got a machine shop guy that we're gonna take the heads to, and Robert's more versed in the specs of what we're gonna do to the cylinder head, but he's gonna go and deck the cylinder head down a little bit for us, and and then we're gonna swap out the flywheels. We're gonna do a governor delete, and we found some carburetors that we're going to run. We found one brand, we didn't like them, and then we bought this brand of carburetor for Robert's old 4-wheeler, and we really liked it. It's Nibby brand.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's one of the best. Like, I'm gonna get one of those for my Kawasaki, because I was running a Mikuni, and then I took the Mikuni off and I bought one of those cheapo Amazon carburetors or eBay, and they suck. They're freaking terrible, and all they do is leak fuel. And so he found that Nibby, and so we're gonna run the Nibby on there. I think that Nibby, and I rode it, and I thought it was the best. And it was like a 85 Yamaha 225 or something like that. And I thought that Nibby, that was the best that Yamaha had ever run. So, and they make different jet kits, and they make different ones for the. Is Jamie asking me if it's Ford 9? No, it's like a Ford 8-inch rear end. That's what's in it, in the rat rod.
Yeah, so those the knockoff carburetors that you can get on eBay and Amazon, they're so hit or miss. You can order one from a company and it'll run flawlessly. Then order another one for another build from the same exact company, and it's just complete garbage, and it's an overpriced paperweight. So usually the Nivea or like an actual Mikuni, a genuine Mikuni, you can't go wrong with either of those.
Yeah, no, and I kicked myself on that one too, because the Kawasaki is like pretty much original, and only the 2 things I cheaped out on were a CDI and a damn carburetor, and I wish I'd held on to both. And I don't know where the CDI is. I thought it was in the garage somewhere, but it's not. And then the carburetor, I totally whiffed on. I think I probably threw it away. I don't know. So, all right. So on the rat rod, I'll drop one more little nugget on the rat rod. The front grill on the rat rod is not a Ford. It's a Jeep. It's off of 85 or 84 or 85. It could be 83 CJ7, but it's the front grill piece off of it. So, but it used to have a custom grill on the front of it, and I cut it off because I thought it looked stupid. So, and somebody had welded all this crap on the front frame horns, and I went and torched it all off one night. Then I bought a Jeep front radiator support and headlight assembly, because everything's included. Like it holds the radiator, the freaking headlights, and I was like, shit, yeah, that's the way we're gonna go. So
okay, cool. Yeah, when I bought all the go-karts, so it was just over 3 years ago for Christmas, we bought the kids go-karts, and that was my very first video go-kart.
Isn't that the one that it went like YouTube Gold?
Yeah, it's got over 706,000 views on it as of right now.
Wow.
It's my number one producing video for everything. That's why, even though it doesn't have a thumbnail and stuff, I just left that one alone because it's obviously doing good. But we went and we bought the Murray Kilowatt for Christmas, and it was supposed to be a gift for all 3 kids. And as I was riding it around, I was like, man, I never had a fucking go-kart when I was a kid. I want one. You know what? This one's mine. I'm keeping this bitch for me. And then I literally went west and bought 3 other go-karts. And I started buying all sorts of stuff for her. I'm like, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Yeah, she's still complaining about it 3 years later. And I had no clue what I was doing. I was buying all sorts of shit that didn't work and stuff. So it was a huge learning curve. So now that I do know what I'm doing most of the time, it's now, okay, we've got this project. This is the list we need for it. We got this project. Here's the list of stuff. And I told the wife that I would only use YouTube money to buy the stuff for it. So it's going to be a little bit of a slower process than I'd like, but
no, we bought the go-karts, I think the end of last spring, maybe the beginning of the summer, something like that. And we bought a bunch of used ones, but we lucked out. This guy, he was going from go-karts to mini bikes, and he had all these 212 Hemis and 2 go-karts, and he made us a package deal that I couldn't refuse. And so I bought 2 go-karts, and maybe I bought 3 go-karts from him. And then I got the Hemis, and then we got some other parts and pieces for him. And then we had bought another go-kart from a guy that lives near Brandon. Actually, both these guys live near Brandon, to be honest with you. And we got another go-kart from him, and we put the 212 on it. And the first one was a Carter, and it had a Tecumseh on it. And then finally the Tecumseh bit the dust. It shelled the rod. And then we put the 212 on it. We kept the torque converter that was on there, and that one works good because we're running a Comet belt on it. And it's really, really tough setup. Like, I mean, that thing, we've driven it up like some really steep inclines. And the only thing that we really need to do is we need to do that stage 3 conversion because, we just don't have enough
power.
Yeah, he's when a full size adult, a 6 horsepower motor is like, you're heavy.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
But and then we got one of those. I call them Chinese go-karts. They have like the mini or the motorcycle motor on it. It's got like an 80cc motorcycle engine on it.
Like GY6 style motors.
Yeah, and so we took that off, and then we went and just adapted because it had a sprocket on there, and so we just went and welded some plates on there, and I made an Instagram short on it, but we put the motor onto the conversion, put the torque converter on there, and we were running the Comet belts on there, but the converters can't handle the power, and it just smokes those belts. I mean, like we go through those belts constantly. It doesn't matter what belt you get. So Robert came up with something different. We're gonna put those on next, and then we have another Carter type go-kart, but it's a 2-seater, and it's got the same problem where it just smokes the belts. But the other thing is the gear is a lot smaller and on the axle, and so the engine has to work a lot harder. But these things will go like 45 miles an hour. Once you get it going, because we've taken them down the county road, and we've screamed down the county road, and I'm like, hey, we need to get like some street tires of these things because these lawnmower tires in the front are really sketchy.
That Patriot build that I'm doing, that's one I'm going to put in the bed of the truck and take it to all like the cars and coffees and the local car shows and meets to kind of just cruise around on it. And then once I'm done with welding school, it's going to be kind of like an advertisement as well.
Yeah. The next thing I want to try to find is shifter carts. I want to see if we can find some, because there's like a bunch of retired shifter carts out there all the time on Marketplace. And so we're thinking about doing that and then getting the 420 engine and using those because those come out with, they have like 26 horsepower, or 22 to 26, something like that. I can't remember what the exact spec is on that, but put those on the shifter carts. But where we're running our side business at, we call it the fit shop, and the fit shop actually has like a little dirt track around it in the front. So we've made like an actual oval dirt track. It just needs a little work to it. I mean, it's still like kind of rocky, but you know, we race the go-karts out there. I mean, we've had some pretty epic races out there and some pretty epic crashes too. So
Yeah.
but that's what we're thinking about doing is getting some like a couple loads of clay and then smoothing it out real well and then using, you know, taking the shifter carts out there and going and racing them like that to where you could really go and get that thing leaned back, you know, leaned out sideways and kind of drift it through the turns. But
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know. It all sounds good, but you know, like I can't have a hard enough time just get my regular work done. So
I know where you're at. Believe me.
but
So Robert with Tools with Souls is still going live tonight, right? Theo, do you know if he's doing lives tonight or not?
Who?
Diabolical.
I think Diabolical is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
At
We've been
least
on for an hour.
he's been talking about doing it for Wednesdays.
Okay. Yeah, we've been on here for about an hour. Like I said, tonight was just hey Crystal, thanks for popping in. We're actually about to end the live stream. Just to give a little bit of a channel update and let everybody know what's going on and why I haven't been producing videos, but yet it's coming. So
well, thanks for having me on. It was fun.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was 40 minutes late.
No, you're good, man. Once I kind of get this school stuff done with, so it's gonna be a little bit, but then I'll start finding a night. I'm only gonna do a live once a month though, not a weekly thing, because there was one point in time where I just got completely burnt out on it.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens every so often.
All right, folks, I appreciate y'all coming up on the panel. Everybody in the chat, thank you for stopping in, and we'll catch you on the next one.